Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope you are all fine and doing well. And today we are going to study this unitary method chapter, and the process we are going to see inverse variation for class 7th year. So now welcome all of you in mathematics class here, and it is your first video for this week. Okay, so now let's start, students. Here we have to understand some inverse variation questions of unitary method, that is of some higher order questions. Okay, so you can see this question is based on inverse variation. A military camp has provisions for 360 men to last for 225 days. Okay, that means they have the sufficient food so that it will end in 25 days. So how many men must be transferred to another camp so that the food lasts for 30 days? That means the food will last in 30 days. So they want that their food, instead of finishing in 25 days, it should finish in 30 days. Then surely they have to transfer some of the men to a other place. Then only it is possible. Okay, then only the food will last in 30 days, because they want 5 more days. Okay, so that the food will last in 30 days. Then what we will do here, we can say the number of men for which the provision will last for 25 days is 360. That means if the food will last in 25 days, then the number of men is 360. Okay, then we can say that if there is number of men for which the provision will last in 1 day, if the food is going to finish in 1 day only, then we can say the number of men required for that is 360 into 25. Now we will calculate that what is 360 into 25. Surely we know that when the number of days will be less, then there will be more men required. So if less days, then more men. That means it is a case of inverse variation only. Okay, there is the inverse variation between the number of men and the number of days. Okay, for completing a work. Okay, so now we will say, now the number of men for which the provision will last in 30 days, because they want, the question was this only, that how many men are required if the food is going to last in 30 days. That means 5 more days they want to extend their provision. So it will be 360 into 25 by 30. Here for finding the value of 30 here, that means the number of men for which the provision is going to last in 30 days, you will divide this 360 into 25, because 360 into 25 is the value in which is the number of men in which the food is going to last in 1 day. So that value of 1 you will divide with 30 here. Then only now I am going to divide here. So 30 into 1 time, and that will divide the upside 360 in 12 time. Now 12 into this 25, you are going to get 300. That means 60 men are less here. Earlier it was 360 men, now it is only 300 men. So we can say that 360 minus 300 means 60 men must be transferred to another camp. They must be transferred to another camp so that the provision will last in 30 days. Okay, then only it is possible if there is only 300 men. So question is asking only this, that how many men must be transferred. So 60 men must be transferred to another camp. Okay, so that the provision will last in 30 days. Then second number question is, next question, a group of 120 men had provisions for 200 days. After 5 days, 30 men died due to an epidemic. Okay, nowadays also we are seeing the pandemic condition due to the COVID-19 only. So many people died due to this. Okay, so similar situation here, that after 5 days, 30 men died due to an epidemic. Okay, and how long will the remaining food last? Okay, then how long will the remaining food last if 5 days, after 5 days 30 men died? So there is now only 90 men are remaining. So you will write first this only, remaining number of men. To solve this question, you will write the first statement this only. First step you can write this, that remaining number of men is 120 minus 30 is 90 men. Okay. Now we will say that remaining number of days, because 5 days passed here. So remaining number of days is 200 minus 5 is 195 days are remaining only. So still the provision is same only. That means now it is for 90 men, we can say that if there is total 120 men, then the provision is for 195 days. Okay, so that I am going to write here. So number of days for which the food is sufficient for 120 men. It is sufficient for 120 men for 195 days. If there is total 120 men, then it is sufficient for 195 days. But now the number of men is reduced. It is only 90 because 30 men died, okay, due to this epidemic. So we will say the number of days for which the food is sufficient for one day. First you are going to find the value of one man here, okay, and for that you will not divide, you will multiply, okay, because it is inverse variation between the number of men and the number of days, okay, in which the provision will last, you can say. So the number of days in which the food is sufficient for one day is 120 into 195. With 120 value, with the value of 120 men, that is 195, you will multiply 120. So this is number of days for which the food is sufficient for one man is 120 into 195. Then now you will find the number of days for which the food is sufficient for 90 men only, because now only 90 men are remaining. So next, number of days for which the food is sufficient for 90 men is 120 into 195 by 90. Here you know that if number of men is more the number of men, then less the number of days here, because now 90 men is there. So statement you can write that more number of days, then more number of men, then less number of days here. So now you will calculate this, you will divide by 90 for finding the value of more than one or less than one, any other. For finding the value of any other number of men, you will divide here. So we will divide that, you will get 260. That means now the food will last in 260 days. Actually earlier for 190 it is lasting in 195 days for 120 men, but now the men is 90 men only, remaining men number of men is 90 men, then the provision is going to last in 260 days. 260 days, you can say that it is 260 days. Okay, so that I will write here. So hence the food will last in 260 days. Okay, I hope it is clear to you all. Now next, you see that a bus covers a certain distance in 3 hours 20 minutes, okay, at an average speed of 45 km per hour. So here average speed is 45 km per hour. How long will it take to cover the same distance at speed of 36 km per hour? Same distance it has to cover in 36 km per hour. So what we are going to write that in that case, that time taken to cover, how you will solve that? In solution you will write first that time taken to cover the distance at a speed of 45 km per hour is 3 hours 20 minutes. Okay, so 20 minutes you will convert that, you 20 divide by 60, then you can convert in hour. So 20 by 60 is 1 by 3 hours. You can say it is 1 by 3 hours. So that only I have written that it is 1 by 3. It is equal to 1 by 3. Okay. So it is 3 whole 1 by 3 hours means 10 by 3 hours. So time taken to cover the distance, it is 3 plus 1 by 3. You can write that 3 plus 1 by 3. So time taken to cover the distance at a speed of 45 km per hour is 1 by 3 hours means 10 by 3 hours. Then you will find now what you will find. Now you will find time taken to cover the distance at a speed of 1 km per hour. because it is unitary method, so first you find the time taken to cover the same distance at 1 kilometer per hour. You find the value of 1 year. So time taken to cover the distance at speed of 1 kilometer per hour is 10 by 3 into 45. For finding 1, here you will multiply. Okay, for finding the distance at the for finding the time to cover the same distance in 1 kilometer per hour, you will multiply here, because it is inverse variation between the time taken and the, you can say, speed. If the speed is more speed, then less time here, and if less time here, then more time. Less time, then more speed is required here, you know that. So that's why it is inverse variation. More speed, then it will take less time, and less speed, then it will take more time. Okay, so that's why it is inverse variation here. Now you will get 150 hours. That means time taken to cover the distance at 1 kilometer per hour here is 150 hours. Now next, what you will write? The question is asking that time taken to cover the distance at 36 km per hour. If the speed is 36 km per hour only, then how much time required? That is, obviously here you will divide 150 by 36 hours. 150 by 36 hour means 25 by 6 hours. Okay, you will cut with 6. 6 into 6 time, and 6 into 25 times. Okay, so this is 25 by 6 hours means 4 whole 1 by 6 hours. Means 1 by 6 you will convert in minute, then 60 minutes equals to 1 hour. So you will multiply 1 by 6 with 60. Then it will give 10 minutes only. Okay. To convert 1 by 6 hour into 6 minutes, you will multiply 1 by 6 hours with 60. So this will give 4 hours and 10 minutes. That means time taken to cover the distance at a speed of 36 km per hour is 4 hours and 10 minutes. Okay, so this way you can solve these types of questions. So now watch these videos nicely, students, to understand these inverse variation questions. Okay, now your homework will be to complete this exercise 9b. Okay, thoroughly you will complete that, and exercise 9c also, question number 1 to 6, you will solve that. Okay, that is objective only. So this, now that's all. Thank you all of you, and have a nice day.